In the grand hall of Camelot, the round table gleamed, a perfect circle polished by the hands of heroes. Here sat the pride of the kingdom: Lancelot, Gawain, Percival, Galahad, Tristan, Bedivere, and all the noble knights of Arthur's court. They were legends forged in battle, defenders of the innocent, and seekers of the Holy Grail. For years, their unity had been the bedrock of a golden age. But now, a darkness gathered on the horizon, threatening to plunge the realm into chaos. A messenger, pale and gasping for breath, burst into the hall. His words were a death knell. "My Lord King, the Black Knight marches. He leads an army of flame and shadow, and his goal is not conquest, but annihilation. He comes to shatter the round table itself." A hush fell over the hall. The table was more than just furniture. It was the symbol of their entire world, of the dream of a just and noble kingdom. King Arthur rose, his eyes blazing with a fire that matched his legendary sword Excalibur. His voice rang with unwavering resolve. "Then we ride together, one last time. For if the table falls, so too does the dream of justice." A roar of assent echoed from the knights. The time for words was over. They armed themselves for the final battle. Lancelot, the greatest of them all, donned his silver helm, his face a mask of grim determination. The valiant Gawain lifted his shield, the symbol of the sun glinting in the torchlight, ready to burn away the encroaching darkness. And young Galahad, the purest of heart, carried no weapon but his unshakable faith. As the first rays of dawn painted the sky, they rode out from Camelot, a thunderous cavalcade of steel and courage, their hooves pounding a rhythm of impending war. They met their foe in a valley of ashes, a desolate wasteland choked by smoke and ruin. There, the Black Knight awaited them, a towering figure clad in armor blacker than a starless midnight. His sword was not mere steel. It burned with an unholy, malevolent fire. His laughter was a grating sound, like stone grinding against stone. "So, the famous circle of honor comes to meet its end," he boomed. "Your fellowship dies here." The battle was immediate and brutal, the air filled with the clash of swords and the cries of warriors. Tristan's blade was a blur, a beautiful and deadly song of steel. Percival, guided by his earnest spirit, struck with precision and truth. Old loyal Bedivere, with the strength of desperation, fought like a lion protecting his pride. But the Black Knight was a force of nature. His power seemed limitless, his fiery sword parrying every blow, his dark armor deflecting every attack. One by one, the heroes of the Round Table faltered. Lancelot was disarmed, Gawain's shield was split, and the hope of Camelot began to fade like a dying ember. The dream was crumbling. Just as all seemed lost, a lone figure stepped forward into the heart of the chaos. It was Galahad. He held no sword, no shield, only the quiet strength of his conviction. Facing the monstrous Black Knight, he did not raise a weapon. He raised his voice. "The table is not wood or stone," he declared, his words cutting through the din of battle. "It is the bond between us. It is the promise we share. Strike me, and you strike nothing, for you cannot break an idea." Enraged by this defiance, the Black Knight let out a furious roar and swung his flaming sword in a devastating arc, aiming to cleave the young knight in two. But a miracle occurred. In midair, just inches from Galahad, the enchanted blade stopped, shuddered, and then shattered into 1,000 fiery shards. The dark magic that fueled it was powerless against the pure strength of their unity. A brilliant light erupted from Galahad, pouring across the valley and banishing the shadows. The Black Knight's dark army recoiled, his power broken. The knights of the Round Table, battered and bruised, slowly rose to their feet. They stood together, a circle of battered but unbroken brothers. Back in Camelot, Arthur stood before his knights. His voice was filled with pride and wisdom. The Round Table endures, he announced to the hall, not because of me, nor because of the walls of this castle, but because of every single person who believes in honor, in justice, and in each other. And so, the knights returned, weary but triumphant. In the great hall, the Round Table gleamed once more. It was not just a piece of wood, but a testament to their spirit. A circle unbroken, a legend eternal. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this tale of courage and unity, please like, share, and subscribe for more legends from history.